This is a man's world. But it wouldn't be nothing without a woman on there. Said one more time. This is a man's world. This is a man's world. But it wouldn't be nothing without a woman there. Yeah. You see, man made the car to take us over the road. Man made the train to carry the heavy load.
That's what we. Now we're on. Now
That's your producer. You're being ahead of schedule with the new Matt Lauer look we got here.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
I thought it'd be like some design or something.
I thought
like
it would
have our
be too.
pictures there.
Well,
Yeah, but I don't know.
that was a waste of time.
I went over to the rollout show. They had our pictures.
Yeah.
At least you have a little clock. But hey, we're on. Welcome. I'm Louis Dix.
TDP.
And what's the name of the show?
In a Man's World. Tighten up your belt.
It's Happy New Year.
Yeah, well, for you.
It's a new year. It's
Say
the
that
5th
first.
day of 2018. And how many people are still writing 2017?
You want to take a pause?
No, I'm just wondering. People still. I don't think so. I think that was 19-something when we used to do that. You'd write the 2000, you kind of know it's 2018. Right. And with everything going on, people know. They were just glad to get out of 2017. A lot of people I know had a lot of
Did you feel like that?
challenges. No, I was just shocked at how fast it went by. I'm just glad to be on this side of the dirt. That's just, we're losing. I mean, the thing is, once you get older, it's more funerals. I was at one yesterday. It was a celebration.
How was it?
It was great. Stevie Wonder sang. It was Cliff Winston, who former Cliff Winston. Yeah, he had a heart attack.
Rest in power.
Former KJLH morning show program director. It was a great turnout at Los Angeles.
Wow.
It was, and that's when I said to myself, I was like, you've made it in L.A. when Stevie Wonder sings at your funeral.
Yeah.
He sang 2 songs. Mm-hmm. The band he was on the piano, and then the band tried to chime in. I was like, yo, fellas, y'all want to y'all didn't have any rehearsal time.
This is secular music.
Yeah, y'all might want to pull back, but they hung in there, and Stevie was, really emotional, and he loved Cliff. Cliff had been married 37 years. His daughter spoke. Sam Watson spoke. He was the funniest. He was really real. The boxing promoter. He's been around us for a long time. So he was real. Jeff Gill, another radio personality.
That's my man.
I felt like he was trying to audition for Stevie again because he had been on the station.
Well,
he went a little too long.
But it's a family network, so
And that's what I realized. The thing about funerals is you sit there and you say, okay, this person is talking too long. We've had enough of you. But then you realize, okay, it's their emotion.
Right.
You can't quantify, if that's the word. I don't know.
That's a good word.
Their emotion. I would ask Jeff, but he wouldn't know.
Cliff Winston was the man when the beat first started. The one he was the dude.
KJLH, and then he went to the beat. Remember they all defected Stevie, and then they came back
and forth back. But I'm just saying, once you go there, then you're at the pinnacle.
Yeah. So Cliff he was an LA guy. It was a great celebration. Good turnout.
I used to play softball with that dude. That dude, he was hilarious. Because he would give you those jokes and he'd look you off like, hey, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Right.
Let's go get him, guys,
Yeah, he was a great guy.
Yeah.
Great guy. Saw a couple comedians, Scrancho, Michael Collier. And I was interested because at the funeral, I don't know what you do, but you sit there and you watch other people. Mm-hmm. I people watch. And it was interesting because Michael Collier knew all the hymns that they were singing. And then I thought, well, it's probably, because he's had challenges. So,
You really want to go there?
I don't want to go there. That's why I hesitated.
It's piping hot, huh?
Yeah. So he You know, those people. I know that's wrong. I'm trying. I actually have some resolutions. I'm working on one now to drink more water and less sugary drinks per Jeff.
That's
Juice.
cool, but how many cups of Kool-Aid have you had last
I haven't had. Last year I had like 4.
Okay.
From
your childhood. That's a lot.
yeah. So, but this year I'm going with the
reduction.
water. I've been drinking water in the morning, and I'm trying to get my son drinks a lot of
But
water.
what happened to your man milk you was drinking?
The muscle milk?
Yeah.
I'm still doing that. I haven't been in the weight room for a couple weeks though.
I could tell.
Yeah, I look a little thin, but no, it's
You're like a young girl.
Hilarious. Welcome back. We've missed you because we've been horrible. We haven't had no comedy.
Oh, come on.
We've
You
had
guys did a great
conversation.
job.
Jeff has really been on one. Jeff's been trying. He's been throwing it up. He's been funny. I give him that. He's been funny.
Allegedly.
Yeah, he's been funny. We miss him today. He's on assignment.
Yeah, he's on assignment.
With the new Trump book coming out.
Are you going to get a copy?
No.
No?
We have a phone call already? Gosh. All right, caller.
Hi. Happy New Year. you
Hey,
guys.
Fortunata.
Hey, how you doing? Lucky, how are you? Happy New Year.
Yeah, how was Christmas?
Okay, it was good.
Fuck what you want to talk about.
Yeah. Christmas was good, you know. St. Nick was good. It was good. How was yours?
Good. Wonderful.
What'd you get?
Did you get some?
I had all my children and my grandbaby.
Oh, that sounds like a terrible time.
Yeah, really. I
Did you get some?
I thought you got a real gift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good for you. Good for you. So,
Okay, I just wanted to say Happy New Year.
well, thank you. That's the
Thank
best
you,
way to start
Lucky.
the year off with a call from Lucky.
Lucky.
We're on our way.
She's an Apollo legend.
Yes, we're on our way. Thank you, Lucky.
All right.
You don't
All
want to talk to Peaches?
I'll talk to her later.
Yeah, me too. Okay.
Bye.
She's so funny.
Get that biscuits out the oven. Okay.
You think she making biscuits? I
Happy
made
New
some
Year.
cinnamon rolls the other day.
Homemade?
No, straight out of that Pillsbury dough. They were
You
horrible.
old school. You're supposed to have a homemade. What?
You have to smoke marijuana to like those things.
You do?
Yeah, because they were horrible.
They were
when
horrible?
You're sober. They were. You got to either be drunk or because it was so artificial.
You
It
put them in
wasn't-
the microwave?
No, I put them in the oven, but it just didn't come out.
You got no milk? Your busted
Yeah,
milk?
actually, that's what prompted me to make it because I had some milk, and I said, "Look, let me kill this milk," but I had to, whatever.
Process of
Yeah.
elimination.
I saw Dave Chappelle's special.
Very funny.
Very funny. First one was really funny. Second one was a little too intimate,
It's
but
pale.
he was killing me. I laughed out loud. So it's Delaware was fun and cold. I guess we were 3-1 in the tournament.
What was the temperature there?
It was like 18 degrees. It was a hawk, man. And
The hawk was out.
the white guys in the team were cold. That's how we knew it was cold. The brothers already cold, but we had our gloves and our beanies, and it was Philly. Got to have a pretzel and a cheesesteak. Got to see my cousin, who's a cop.
Now the pretzel you always get is the hard pretzel with the
They
mustard.
kind of soft, with the mustard,
Yeah.
the pretzels, and I brought some home. Ate them already.
They had them in Delaware.
They had them in. They had them in.
Really?
They had them.
Who's
in
texting?
Philly.
Who dude was
That was
texting?
Coach Thompson. It's so funny. This coach used to coach at Marlboro, and he. Last time I saw
He
him,
hit on you?
No, he said.
You mad? Oh, sorry. You're doing you.
It says, "Good morning, Lewis. Coach Deion Thompson here, and
Oh, wow.
I'm at Geffen Academy, UCLA, brand new
You're a
school
great kisser.
on the UCLA campus. David Calicut hired me to run the girls program, looking for talented kids that can play in the Marlboro type environment.
Oh, wow.
Holla back when you can. This
Holla back, shorty.
could use your help."
Okay. He didn't say bye-bye.
And it's interesting. The last time I saw him was in the supermarket in the cereal lane.
I remember that.
Remember?
He was going to model. He was taking off.
No, he was. I was like, Deion, what are you doing, Coach? What are you doing in the cereal line?
I'm following you.
My boy needs me to buy some cereal for him so I can break this 50 or something. Something that later on I realized why he got fired.
Oh, wow.
We just can't do anything right. But
Now what you looking?
yeah, because I'll snitch. So back to the Cliff Winston service.
Yeah.
Now, something interesting happened, and I didn't know how to feel about it. Okay.
What's eating dicks?
No, but this was interesting. D.L. Hughley, who's a star.
Oh.
Cliff helped him. And DL sent a video saying his condolences and said he couldn't be there because he was at work and all that.
Good.
And I was like, he's a superstar. Cheesy? But I'm like, how would you feel seeing a video? Like, is that the appropriate thing to send a video to?
Yeah. If it's DL, yes.
Okay. Like, if I sent it, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. It wouldn't work.
Shout out to D.L. Hughley, because
he's a talent.
I did radio with him back in those days.
Right, because that's what he was talking about, how on Cliff and he was on the radio.
D.L. is killing on the radio. Cliff is constantly turning his mic down like, okay, we got to get into weather.
That's what D.L. was saying, that Cliff used to cut his mic all the time.
I was there.
And, okay, I used to be on that show,
my
too.
mic down. I said, yeah, you kill it.
Right. So shout out to D.L. Hughley for doing that. I was just wondering, it's just like, it has to be a star of his magnitude. Like, myself and Michael Collier couldn't send a videotape.
No.
It was like, y'all should be here. Y'all not that busy.
Yeah.
Y'all should be here.
Busy.
So, but it was great to be there. I saw a lot of people. And that's another thing. When you see people of your age, you hug because you're still here.
Right.
I got a lot of.
You got what?
Yeah, we all got a lot of hugs. Like, you still here, man. Hanging there. And Sam Watson told everyone to go get checked out. Stop faking it.
Yeah.
And it was it was great. It was great. Shout out to Pastor Blake and all that. I actually New Year's Eve I went to church Sunday. I mean, not Sunday, Monday, whatever day it was.
Really? You don't know? You bringing it up and you don't know what you did?
New Year's Eve was what? Sunday night?
It's your story.
Yeah. Was it Sunday? Okay, so I went Sunday night. It was from 10 to about 12 something.
Did you take a bubble bath before you left?
No, but something interesting happened. This was wild. Now, I went, Code 3 and I went, right? She said she wanted to go. Oh, you're
tagging her along now, huh?
No, she wanted to go. I was ready to chill. And she's like, would you go to church? I was like, all right, cool. I had never gone.
This is your first time?
This is my first time going to Sunday, So I'm like, all right, I'll go. Parking wasn't bad, so we got there. And we got there like 10:10.
Did you say parking wasn't bad?
No, I thought it was going to be bad.
Like you was going to Target or something.
So, and it was great. People were dragging their kids. The kids didn't want to be there. The kids was like,
that's tough.
Come on, Mom. But you could tell people needed it.
No, not the kids.
Not the kids, but the kids realized Mom needed it. Mom was dragging the kids. The mom's face was like, we need to have a better year.
Dragging the support.
Yeah, this year is not. Last year didn't go well. Y'all, we all need to get in here and pray. Okay. So, and people are, first Blake was really getting them about. Magic Johnson was there, and he laid it heavy on when he asked people to give money because he said Magic Johnson had just given him a check for $500,000. Mm-hmm. And unlike me, everyone else was saying, well, you don't need mine. You good. Huh? What?
Uh-oh, excuse me. We have a special interruption.
He just got a check for $500,000 and was pressuring y'all to give more money?
Yes.
Wow.
Okay, I thought you were saying wow to me that I brought it up. Okay, okay, so you agree with me?
Yeah.
For what?
Yeah, because he was saying that they were paying off the mortgage thing, which was $18 million.
Yeah. Whose mortgage?
This right here.
The church to build the church. It was $18 million.
So it was a church fund.
So yeah, and then it's down to $12 million now. Mm-hmm. So he was saying Magic came and gave him a check for $500,000, but then he was hitting everybody hard. And this one woman named Royce something, she was really good. She was an evangelist. She was.
But was it necessary for him to say that? Like Magic gave $500,000. What if Magic wanted to be anonymous in that?
No, I think he probably asked Magic if he could say it. Oh, I'm sure he did. Huh?
You think?
But he was just on us hard about giving 100. Like his sell was, this is the last day that you can give this year.
Oh,
so really come deep. And then he had nerve to ask people, if you're giving 1,000, stand up. If you're giving 1,000 tonight, stand up. And this one woman stood up, and I was like, somebody should jack her for being that arrogant. But maybe, even if I had 1,000 to give, I wouldn't stand up. I would just give it.
You just come deep.
I would just give it. But it's interesting, and
you should have went.
I would give that to another nonprofit that really needs it.
Oh wow.
I hear you. So that wasn't. But here's what was interesting.
She
Funny.
just shitted on you, but go
That's
ahead.
all right. Was that people were into it differently in different ways. You know, some people were into it standing up. Some people were chilling, just receiving it. Some people were in a different space. Now, it was a woman to my right in my row.
Was she cute?
No, she was an older woman, maybe in her 60s, late 60s.
She can't be cute.
No, she wasn't cute.
Okay.
Okay, let's just clarify that. And cute is in the eye of the beholder. But as I was beholding it,
It wasn't cute.
it was. But she was nice. She looked nice. Now she looked spiritual. Now it was a woman in front of her who was just sitting there. And this woman who was on my row was really into it. And the pastor, because Blake is all about saying this to your neighbor, saying that to your neighbor, hold your neighbor's hand, all that. Well, he had said, say this to your neighbor, hold your neighbor's hand. This one woman leaned over, on my row, leaned over to the other woman in the row in front of her and tried to hold her. And that woman wasn't having it. She's like, I'm not feeling that. You need to get off me.
Oh, wow.
I was like, she's here for a different reason.
She wasn't complying.
She wasn't, and the woman left her alone the rest of the service.
As she should.
It was just like, people come for different reasons. And
So did he raise the money?
I don't know. I'm sure they got. I saw
left?
a lot of buckets going back there after they did the collection. A lot of buckets.
How many did you count?
I count at least 20-something buckets and a bunch of brothers going. I mean, that's my thing.
Right.
Are you plucking hairs? No. Oh.
Do they have ATM there?
A what?
ATM.
Is she gonna use a microphone?
Oh, I don't know.
To the window.
Yeah. Why don't you just do
So
sign language?
professional.
I said, do they have an ATM there?
I didn't notice one.
You
And
walked
I
away
would
from
have.
him?
Huh?
You walked away from him?
No, I don't
Do
use.
they have a Square or a PayPal thing you can swipe your card?
I don't know.
from?
I was thinking all of that when I was sitting there because, debit and all that. And they, I saw a person representing Nick's Check Cash. I'm just kidding. I used to love Nick Check Cash when I first got here. That was it for me. I hope everyone had a good.
I don't.
Well, it is. So it's a new year. Our number is still the same. 323
For what?
293 3374 323 293. It's what? Oh, what did I say? Oh, 323 293 3375.
You okay?
I didn't think I said 4, but I guess I did. Did I say 4? Okay. 323-293-3375.
You gonna question her authority?
No, I just
As a man?
she's trying to tell me I'm acting like Trump.
Oh, girl.
And you're listening to what's the name of the show?
In a man's world.
And I'm
Tight
Lewis
up your
Dix.
belts.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
That's too bad.
I'm Lewis Dix,
TDP.
and John Lemon's on assignment.
Yeah.
I understand. So you missed it. Aaron Gladman called last week, and him and Jeff got into kind of a debate.
Another one.
Well, this one, Aaron seemed like he was a little
Perturbed.
Okay. And I guess he was a little perturbed with me too.
Oh.
But his thing was that he was telling Jeff he should call his son and connect with his son.
Okay.
Same thing me and Jeff have gotten into. Because I'm really on Aaron's side with that. That particular day, I didn't say anything. I just listened. And Jeff said, we had suggested that Aaron called Jeff's son. And Aaron was a little perturbed, saying that was ridiculous for me to have to call your son. That's just the dumbest thing and all that. And, that's the worst thing you can call a comedian, dumb. That's kind of a button. Us. Yeah, when you call a comedian dumb because, we already know we're dumb.
You know that already?
Well, we know we're not, we just know that. That's why we do comedy.
Oh,
'Cause
I didn't know.
really intelligent comedy. Yeah. Okay, caller.
TDP, it is Jeff Brown. How are you, gentlemen?
Hey,
Happy
Jeff.
New Year.
Happy New Year.
Hey, Happy New Year to the both of you. TDP, you's a damn fool. You mad? You mad about the kiss? Oh, my God. That's hilarious. Anyway,
Hey, you know what, Jeff? You are wrong for putting that stuff on Facebook in a convertible.
What's he wrong about?
He put a picture in a convertible.
My Chronicles of a Brutal California Winter?
Yeah.
Hilarious.
It was
you know
called.
what? Here's the truth, bro. People back east, there are only two groups of people that I have sympathy for. The very young and the very old. The rest of them niggas can do what I did. Move, nigga, move. Don't complain. It's not, oh, well, y'all got earthquakes. Well, I don't know when the earthquake is coming. You motherfuckers can look right at the calendar and go, it's going to be Antarctica right here. So I don't have any sympathy for you. Now, Magic Johnson, I've seen it.
Hysterical.
I used to belong to West A back when I was a Christian. I like to say that most black people in America are born Christians. The ones that learn how to read leave.
Hilarious.
For 3 years straight, I watched Magic come in on December 31st and drop $1 million. Why? Because if he don't drop it, it's going to put him in another tax bracket. Everybody else in the room ain't on that. Ain't nobody here trying to drop money for taxes, and I think it's vulgar to do so. I really do. And I only disagree with you so far, fellas, on one thing.
What is?
With regard to comedians. The comedians I respect, to include the cats on this panel, in order to twist reality, you have to have a good grip on it. So I think the comics I respect most that really make me want to listen to them play jazz are the smart cats.
I agree with you. I think we're smart and intelligent. I just think there's a glitch in us.
Oh yeah, there's something wrong.
Yeah,
There's something wrong with
There's
you.
something wrong.
Yeah.
Something wrong. Not enough attention.
Now, how's your
sir.
family?
Oh man, I am happy to say. I mean, with the exception of an uncle that just passed away in December.
Respect.
Everybody's good, man. Everybody's happy, healthy on this side of the dirt, this side of the bars. I'm good,
Now
man.
you have a radio show, right?
Yes, sir.
How's
Yes,
it going?
I do.
We really appreciate you coming to Morris Media to do it.
Any fucking time. I would love to do it. I have a show. It's called The Inappropriate Hour, and it's doing really, really well. There's some big stuff coming up that in the immediate future. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting on the shoe to drop. And if you listen to the D.L. Hughley radio program
Podcast.
on Wednesdays and Thursdays, I sit in over there and I write for D.L. I'm helping him write a special right now. But yeah, that's enough of my shit.
So you also work with George Lopez, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes, sir.
what do you? How does that come about? I mean, so you because they've known you for a long time.
Okay.
Gotta have talent, motherfucker.
Yes. The Lord, well, there's that. Thank you, brother. Well, here's how it happened. I'm gonna try. It's a long road, but I'm gonna take the shortcut. I was at the Ice House many moons ago.
That's George's house right there.
That's George's house. And I was doing my thing. First George got me on to K-Loco because the producers didn't want to put me on the show because I wasn't Spanish. And George had seen me before and said, put him on. He got me on. Then one night he was there, he saw me work, and he decided to manage me. But how the hell is George Lopez going to manage you when he's busy being George Lopez?
Right.
So I didn't, not much came of that, but we really kept in touch and stayed in contact. And then he was in Oxnard a few months ago with DL because they do the black and brown. They were out there. I was writing for DL. I went, dude, oh my God, here's a couple of tags. I really think you should do this bit for like 5. You should turn this into a big bit, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
That's free. He was like, fuck it. I need you to write it. So I started writing for him, too. So it's, I prefer writing.
Now, what kind of do you watch them and then add tags, or you give them premises? How does that work?
I take the approach of, one, how I would design your set for me,
Right.
and then I run that filter through what you're doing. So I just totally, I forget about my own jokes, and I write your set down like I'm writing my own set. I look at the pieces like a puzzle and go, okay, maybe this should go here, that should go here. Here is my opinion. If it works, pay me.
Yeah.
And, well, it worked. So,
Good for you.
Yeah.
Now, are you now? Do you travel with them?
Yeah. I do some. With DL, it depends, because I'm gonna tell you something, man. It's hard. With the other stuff I do, I also produce music. I have a music comedy album coming out this summer. It is hard to travel with DL because that nigga worked like he broke.
Right.
DL is always rolling, and I got so many other commitments that I can't roll with him like I really want to. But as much as I can to help him get ready and that works for us on the calendar, I do.
Mm-hmm. Good for you. Now, he has a young guy, well, not young, but a comedian that opens up for him. What's a really funny brother? What's his name?
Sinbad? Sinbad?
No, for DL.
I thought you said who did I want to open up for? No, who's opening up for him now? Malik S. Malik is funny, man.
Yeah,
funny
so Malik used to open up for Cedric, right?
Yeah, he opens for Cedric, but I've also seen him open for DL. Are you talking about Clint Coley?
No, it's a guy with a beard.
Dude with a beard. No, I haven't seen the bearded gentleman.
He's on his radio show, too.
He's on his show. Oh, Brandon Patrick.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Brandon Patrick, man. Let me tell you something. Y'all watch out for this young cat. Y'all watch out for Brandon Patrick, man. This dude, he also calls into the radio show. And he's young, but you know how you can see certain comics getting their legs and which way they're going to go?
Mm-hmm.
This dude is going to be some shit. If he don't get nobody pregnant or get hit by a bus or strung out,
hysterical.
He going to be the shit, dude. I really dig Brandon Patrick. Yeah.
Well, I wish him nothing but the least.
Of course. Of course you would.
No, I'm just kidding. Hey, glad your family's doing well. Thanks for calling in.
Yes, sir. Love you guys, man.
All right.
Get the fuck out of my face.
All right. Thank you. Jeff Brown, one and only.
Jeff Brown.
Interesting guy.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting guy. I like him. At first, I tried not to like him.
Why?
I don't know. He was just too smart.
I don't know.
He was just too smart and too funny and too
cute.
He just had his stuff together.
Just turns you on.
Yeah, just
yeah.
Like, I'd rather have him as an adversary. Then he just grew on me. He was just so sincere and pretty honest. So I really like him, and he's talented too. So I've always wanted to ask him those questions because I knew he wrote for those guys.
Right.
And you have to be a very special talent to write for talented people. Yeah. And, so shout out to him. I follow him on Facebook. Is that called trolling?
Yes, that's what you do.
Okay, on Facebook. I troll him.
What else is happening on Facebook?
Well, Aaron Gladman is he's so funny. He's so into his kids. And it was just so funny, him going, we hit a nerve. And it was the first time we had hit a nerve with Aaron Gladman. And I didn't think you could hit Aaron Gladman's nerve. And we got him. So, did you remember, Poetess? It was...
She cheesing?
It was...
When he was praying for...
Jeff, right.
Jeff's
He tried
son.
to pray for Jeff's son. And I took it when he prayed for me.
I was here for there.
No, you weren't. You were here for
He
there.
called back. This was the last
I was here
time
for there.
Yeah.
Jeff was on. He called and just was suggesting Jeff go ahead and reach out to his son.
No, but I was here for the prayer.
Yeah.
I was,
Right, okay, but
on
this
the
is
prayer
another time.
show. I was
And
there.
because it's very seldom you can get the nerve of a true Christian. And I consider Aaron a true Christian.
A true Christian?
Yeah, but he's, shout out, speaking of true Christians, shout out to my boy John Jones, who's all
the
that.
other way.
Oh, that's the true Christian.
True.
Him and Aaron, neck and neck. If I had to,
If you had to choose.
have to lay it out, I gotta give John the thing because John's still in the same marriage. Aaron's his second marriage, but he found his queen. So,
Are you great on the curb?
all day.
You have a flaw?
No. Yeah, you know what? That's so funny. I will look for a flaw. I will look for.
You said all that to go around it.
That's. I think that's part of my.
You're the black Larry David, is
No.
what you are.
He's just black.
Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, because I will do that. So
For the flaw.
the flaw. So shout out to Aaron Gladman and C Moore was in our town.
Yeah, I was waiting for that dude. What?
She was all on Facebook talking about she was in L.A. and still. This is the only person I know. I'm
Okay.
sure there are other people who travel and then work out when they travel. because she worked out in different spots, and we thought, because I was at the Comedy Union, POTUS came down, and
That was
Seymour
terrible.
gets her travel because she was in Hawaii, I guess. And
It's your story.
Oh, that hurts.
see what happens when you get back. People
See
just
what
start.
happens when you stalk.
I
troll.
ain't
Oh.
stalking her. She just
You have been. Come on, Lois. You have.
she's just funny to me. She looked different though.
Said she was crazy. She called in, checked you about not
I ain't
being
thinking about
crazy.
Seymour. Seymour, don't please.
Why you rubbing your arm in?
I rubbed my arm because my arm was needed to be rubbed.
Oh.
323-293-3375. And women are interesting.
what?
Women are.
Have you heard a lot of from women New Year's resolutions and what they gonna do?
Well, they all doing something. It's funny because my
18 is my
ex
year and all
made
that.
some gumbo.
How was it?
I don't know. She had a nerve to told Lou, make sure your dad gets some. I was like, man, I don't want to know your gumbo.
Why not?
She had never made gumbo when we were together. I'm like, some new recipe. You didn't.
But did she cook it all?
Yeah. She made lasagna, tuna casserole. It was like 5 things that she made, and that was it.
Were they good?
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Oh, okay.
What
But
you
then again-
complaining about?
Huh?
What you complaining about?
No, I just thought it was
gumbo. But you ate the tuna fish.
the tuna casserole.
You ate that.
I like the tuna casserole.
I know you like
The
that.
tuna casserole is good.
You don't like macaroni and cheese.
I don't like macaroni and cheese, but the tuna casserole I like with the little peas.
Oh,
I
she
used
touched
to-
your heart. She put the peas in them. Sorry.
Interesting news. I come home from Delaware.
And what happened?
I go in the crib and
Your sexuality was on the couch. Hello, sexuality.
yeah, I thought I had lost it.
Just ask.
So I see in the chair is the purse.
Oh, yours?
No, I'm like, so right away, I'm like, okay, Lou's got company.
Oh.
So
Did
this
you
is
get naked?
This is the first time. Now. This is like, wow, he's got company. So the door's shut. To the
Beat it, Dad.
So I knock because I have to get something.
Why you?
Because,
Now,
the
why
reason
this day you got to get something out
okay,
of the room?
I have to. My
That's
my
loud.
car keys are in the room.
Where the backup at?
The backup's in the room too.
Wow. You
And
just wanna
normally
go
my
in
keys
there.
are in the living room, but the backup is in the bedroom. So he took the other keys, and so I had to get the keys to get the car.
wow.
So I knock, no answer. I knock, no answer.
Yo, my man.
So I open, and I'm thinking, okay, maybe they're
Oh,
not.
now you go open
Maybe
it.
they're not there.
With
So
the purse in the
I
house.
open it, and they're laying in the bed. Now they're clothed,
I wanna
but
be in that
she's hugged.
position.
She's hugged on him.
You jealous?
No, it's just
Get off my son.
He was out.
You garden tool.
He was out, and she was a little light bright thing, so she looked like a
stayed
bug.
that long?
Huh?
You stayed that long?
Well, I was like, yeah, what was up there? I need my keys, man. He's somewhere over there.
Oh, wow.
So, and he didn't even introduce me. So I was like, nice not
nobody.
meeting you.
Right.
That's my line.
Oh, wow. You said that?
Yeah, I was like, that's what I say to people.
it,
who don't-
Grandpa.
Nice not meeting you.
I'm going to make your dad. The keys are not over here. Oh, sorry, young lady.
She looked like a
So
little
they
thing.
were in your room?
Yes.
Wow. And you were just getting back in town?
Yes. So that
And
means
so they didn't know you were coming.
he must have thought I was coming another day, but I told him. Idiot. I told him.
Oh, wow.
We were getting back a certain time.
Wow.
It was like 1 a.m.
Oh.
So,
No telling what he was doing before you got home.
because he was out. She had to slap his face to wake him up. So I was like,
Who's been in my candle drawer? Goddamn kids.
Someone used all my bubble bath.
so, and it was interesting because I knew.
Excuse me.
Well,
I'm laughing. I have no more Calgon.
so I kind of knew he must have had company because the dishes were everything was
Washed?
straight. Yeah. Dishes
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Things
okay.
were
You
straightened
should have
up.
left then.
So I was like, okay, something's up. Trash was empty. You know, I'm like, all right.
And you come in. Fuck.
So then I'm trying to figure it out. Now he just calls her his friend because
Why
this
are you
week
trying
he's
to
like,
figure
hey,
it
can
out?
I use your car? I want to go see my friend. Are you coming home tonight? Because I want to know
So
if my
soon as
friend
he
can
says
come
that
over.
line, you go, oh, that girl that you was in the bed with? You always
No,
have
I speak to his mom about it because he tells his mom more than he'll tell me.
Okay.
So just trying to gauge what's going on. Is this serious? Whatever. And the mom's like, she's not sure, and she'll talk to him and find out. But she's like, he needs to officially introduce you to her.
For what?
And I'm like, okay, I ain't.
You're Mr. Creepy. She knows who you are already.
So.
Why did you go in the room if you knocked on the door and nobody answered? It wasn't a fire in there.
Because it's my place.
But you need your keys later on.
No, I needed my keys then so I could leave. I mean, I had to get to code 3.
You didn't have to. You didn't have
It had been 4 days. I needed to.
Oh, excuse me. I apologize.
So,
It's on a need to know basis.
and, women, of age, they ready.
They ready?
Young girls, I don't know. I don't know about the young girls.
Well, you just open
Have you
your
ever
mouth.
had a girl in your parents' house?
Yeah, when he was staying with his dad.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, my dad. Because my dad encouraged it.
Yeah, Sheila over there.
No, Cheryl Ryder.
Cheryl Ryder, yeah.
No, my dad's just nasty like that.
And I love it.
He's just nasty like that.
And I'm his son.
Bring home somebody for me, too.
Yeah. He's just,
Dad.
that's just
Did
who
he
he
flirt
is.
with your girlfriend?
Oh, he
Took one of them.
I can see it.
Going in there and see if Lewis want a sandwich. Dad, yuck.
Mr. Dix has it going on.
Yeah, he's a player.
He's a real
He's
dick.
been a player. He's been a player for a while, and that's what's interesting because you try to go opposite of your. He's like, I'm not going to be that player. I'm going to be the good guy. And see where that got me.
Where he get you?
Okay.
You're in a good relationship. You got code 3, right? How you guys doing anyway?
You got house shoes?
Oh.
I got house shoes.
Oh.
What?
What kind of answer is
Yeah.
that?
No,
That was
we're
dismissive.
good. We're good. I had to have a talk with her today.
What happened?
Just to,
She burnt your rice?
No, she's just, I just had. Sometimes you can get a little complacent, and you can just, like my conversation with her was like, hey, listen, you just seem to be, something's going on, and
It ain't me.
and it's, your tone, you.
This is getting serious.
So, I just think you can forget how you got where you are, and just, because it's like, I know for sure I'm the one in every relationship, I believe, the man or woman or man, whatever, woman, whatever, whatever pronoun you want to use,
to cover. You got to cover a lot.
Yeah. So, but there's one person who really is, what's the word I'm looking for? That's not intimate, but romantic or what's the other word? You're into it, and the other person's into it, but you put
Infatuated?
No, not infatuated, but you're I don't know, sensitive. You're not emotional, but
You're a fag?
no, all those things. Like we used to say back in the day it was the female who was always into the guy.
Okay.
And now, in its 21st century, let me just put it this way. Like, I believe in a relationship, there's always one person who loves the other person more. Mm-hmm. Like you're into it more. You're into cuddling. You're into, you put work in.
I like you. That's what they say.
Well, yeah, but I mean and then there's the other person who receives it more. Okay. And there's the other person who gives it more. Then it's never 50-50.
Okay.
I believe, and for so many years it's been, 40, 60, 30, 70, and the woman gives the 70. That's how I know it is. My mom and my grandparents, the woman always had to give. Okay. And I think it's now made a turn where,
You're ready to give?
No, I've always been the guy on the 60, 70 part, the person, trying to find the right pronoun, in the relationship.
Okay.
I've always loved the person, believe that I've loved the person more than they love me. Now, the ones who did love me more than I love them, I probably didn't pay attention to.
Of course.
That's usually the way it is,
They got away.
Right. But then again, how do you react when you're so used to manipulating people because you know they care for you, you know, they get tired of that. And then when that person finds themselves, then that other person is like, why are you acting so different now? Well, because I'm tired of giving to you and you're not getting anything back. And that's what usually happens when someone steps outside of a long-term relationship, is because they've met someone who now gives them 70. They're like, wow, this is what it feels like to actually have someone pay attention to me. You know, and then men trip out that, why my woman is liking this guy? Well, because now the guy is actually paying attention to her, which you should have done. So I've realized that about myself.
You're the pay attention guy?
Yeah, that I'm the person who gives, who will make calls, who will say I love you, who will put it out there. And I'm okay with that.
So what did you have to tell her?
I was really good because I was soft toned. I really.
Oh, if you're really evaluating yourself, huh?
Yeah, no. I really made it a point to make this a conversation to where she didn't feel attacked or she felt that I was being mean. Yeah, I had a great tone, and I said, hey, listen, I just want to share something with you, which I was thinking about, and it's just, I just really just want you to hear me. And I said it, and then I shut up and listened to her response and didn't interrupt her, which I'm really known to do. So I made it a point to shut up, don't interrupt, and I let her say her piece. Then I said my piece. Then I added some other stuff, and then I shut up and listened, which is really difficult, because especially if you think you know everything, which is part of my issue.
That's part of girl talk.
So, and I just shared with her that I thought that, I've noticed some changes, and I've noticed that it could be.
Were you moving your neck like that?
No.
I just want to know. I listened.
Yeah, that's a sensitive. That's a sensitive neck move.
Yeah. Thought this dude was a mongoose over here.
I was actually driving, and it was so funny because I waited till I got to a long light, and I knew the light was going to be long enough to where I could finish.
You picked the right light.
Yeah, so I was the light on Crenshaw, and a train came by.
So you guys were having
this
conversation in the car?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Because she was dropping me off to pick up my car.
Okay, so what did she say her issue was with you?
Well,
when you listened,
no, she was just responding to what I had said, and it wasn't about having an issue. I didn't use that word. I just said some things that I've just been thinking about, and that's what made it a good conversation, because I didn't put it on her.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Which we tend to do, that it's your fault, because some people are so sensitive that they will receive anything as an attack. Especially if you just use the right tone. And I know sometimes I can make you feel that way. So I made it a point to really have a soft tone.
Bless your heart.
And I've had to work on that, especially when I've had conversations with Peyton, my daughter.
So when you told her that you've been thinking about some things, and so how did she respond? I mean,
she listened.
Okay.
And then she said, well, I didn't think I was doing that. That wasn't my intent. I'm not that kind of person. And then I'm like, well, and then I went to the thing that women go to all the time. This is just my perception.
Oh, okay.
My perception is my reality.
So you went to what women think all the time.
If I'm using the right pronoun.
God, we have a call.
We just put on my underwear.
Hey, caller. Hello.
Yes, Chris from Connecticut.
What up, Chris? See, I use Chris's tone. The tone he has right there is a receiving, nice, calm
you're
tone.
A biter.
Yeah, I use his tone. Chris, thank you. I use his tone. Hey, how you doing? That's the tone you have to use if you're going to have a conversation with your daughter or a woman.
Non-threatening.
Yes. Yeah. So, hey, Chris, how are you?
So great. I like what y'all did with this set. It looked like y'all on a spaceship or something.
Yeah, this is the Matt Lauer.
See how he's cracking on us, but it's nice, such a nice tone.
On it too.
Such a nice tone, you don't feel threatened by it.
It's terrible.
in a man's universe.
Now, where I'm gonna park this thing? Girls on Saturn are giving it up this weekend.
So how you doing? Happy New Year, Chris.
How's the family?
Same to you for Lou, and my family's doing great. TDP.
Happy New Year.
Good, man. Good. Everything. Now. So Chris is a fireman.
Allegedly.
So
he writes books. He writes children's books.
Okay. So Chris, in this cold weather, what? Because you shouldn't use an illegal heater, right?
Yeah. Well, I live in Florida now, so I don't got to worry about heaters, even though it's been like
that was a waste of time.
Yeah, I know.
30 degrees. Bitch.
So where do you keep all your matches?
So
stupid.
What? Go ahead.
You can finish, Lou.
No, I was just saying, what are some of the things that they should be aware of going through this
know it's not the heaters.
blizzards and all this?
Shit, not much.
This is hilarious.
I know. He's just like, whatever, man.
Because you asked the stupidest question.
I know.
What would you do, Wuffer?
I make sure my bills paid so I can get heat.
We don't really have that problem. It's just, again, in Florida, we don't use heaters. I mean,
right.
Yeah. But, yeah, I missed you guys. I ain't hear y'all in, 3 weeks. And I wasn't really interested in hearing Jeff Arnold, so it's good to see TDP back.
Nice.
Hilarious. So now, how the kids are good? Did they have good Christmas?
Yeah, it was a great Christmas. The Christmas was actually it was more focal point on me. I got mostly gifts for myself. My wife and my children got a ton of stuff for me. So for me, it was a great Christmas in a long time.
What was your best gift?
Best gift is probably I don't know. I gave my wife props for this, and I hope women are listening too. She got stuff that was real. She got more quality items for me as opposed to quantity. So I got like a sound bar, an Apple Watch, and she got me a PS4, things that I would actually enjoy instead of some like socks and boxes. Mm-hmm. She got like quality gifts that I like. So it's
electronics.
Yes, men love electronics. Mm-hmm. So now I could do everything from my watch, and got the sound bar. So I've been watching. I don't know if y'all saw that Will Smith movie. It was pretty cool. That the Bright movie.
Yeah, I saw that. Little weird. I mean,
it was just good to see Will Smith young. Like, it's just good to see. Yeah. I was just happy to see him because we don't get to see our heroes like that, and it's good to see. He's a poster child right now in our community, at least from my perspective. Just to see him be successful for so long, and still have his family and no drug abuse or alcoholism or nothing. So it was good just to see him on the big screen, and I could tell my son about who he is, and it's good to see the Fresh Prince still successful.
No, that's a good point. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I watched it.
He jumped off Team Tyrese, so he's Will Smith now.
Oh, he did.
What do you want from me?
Oh, that's right. Tyrese was his voice. Yeah.
Really, Chris? Really?
Oh, that's funny. So, how's work?
Work's good. It's they just hired a new battalion chief. I was in the running for it, but
what happened?
I'm not old enough. I'm not. I'm too young and inexperienced. So I need because I've only been a firefighter for 7 years now. So I need more time. So hopefully I'll be in the running.
Gotta get that 10 years in and get your vet status.
I gotta get lighter skin.
Oh yeah. Well.
So was he a white boy?
Lou, this is All Lives Matter show. Let's not do that. But he was white.
Okay.
All right, that's cool. Well, it's your time to go come. Like you said, you just got to keep putting your work in. Now, is he qualified?
Yes, he is. He is qualified. You have to give credit where it's due. He's definitely, he's not a white boy. He's a white man, and he's definitely put his time and effort. And again, I just got to put more time in, and hopefully I can be battalion chief in Florida.
Good for you. It's good to have goals.
Do you ever get to drive the big fire truck?
To drive the fire truck?
Yeah.
That's a completely different. That's actually harder than being a firefighter. To be a driver, you have to at least be in for 10 years because that's pump operations. That's a lot of work.
Yeah, you got to know the addresses and all that. Turn down the right street.
Addresses. You got to a fire truck is an incredible piece of machinery. It's not a regular truck. You got to do hydraulics and fast mass, and you operate the pump on the truck. So
so that's a different driving machine than a truck.
Yeah, that's the the most crucial part of the job is getting to the fire and knowing how much because it's not just turn on a hose. You have to have the right equations for the hose before you spray the house, because that hose could actually tear the house down if you don't know what you're doing.
Oh, you mean the amount of pressure?
Sorry.
Yeah. Did I do that?
Oh, so you're saying that pressure coming out of that hose can actually tear a house down?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's why they was using it on us back in the 60s. That pump is serious.
Duh.
Wow.
I thought it was just water in the grass, and we were just standing
I
there.
didn't know. I never knew that. I never knew that.
Why do you think they got all them gauges and pressure gauges on the fire truck? You got to control all that
so a
shit.
person has to measure those things right away?
Lou turned into Jeff Arnold.
I'm just asking for the other person sitting at home trying to figure it out.
But yes, it is. To answer your question, yes, that's a crucial job. You got to be good at math, and you got to know how to remain calm and focused. This pump operations that's arguably probably the hardest job in the fire industry besides arson investigation.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, that's great to know. See, every time Chris calls, we learn something.
Yeah.
Well, Chris, thank you for calling. We'll be back again next week, and take care of your family. And
before I go, I
for
want to
sure.
add something else before I go. I heard Speedy and Mr. Ray and Jeff Arnold joined the GDs, and the GDs stand for gay dudes.
I'm going to go over and visit Speedy and them. He invited me over.
A
so.
Mr. Ray reference.
That's funny. That's funny. That's funny, Chris. Hey, man, stay strong, be safe, and keep your water pressure right. See the callback?
It's good, LD.
Thank you very much. Chris from Connecticut.
And Apollo Ledger.
I like Chris.
From Connecticut, now residing in Florida.
And that's interesting because we talked to him on the phone, and just like my man Willie,
Sweet.
The people we talk to, like Aaron, you just wonder if you meet them, would you like them?
You said that.
Because I don't know if I'd like Seymour if I met her.
I'm with you. You said she was crazy.
I think I like her, seeing her on Facebook, but I don't think I'd get along with her.
Nah, she's annoying.
She just seems like
she seems annoying.
Like something about her. Yeah. And Happy New Year to you people in the chat room. I hope you're still chatting it up. I hope you guys are safe. And
is T-Cherie? You wish T-Cherie
is that the girl we used to? How is she? She's been. Did she ever call?
No,
she never called.
No.
Okay. Well, I like hello T-Cherie, and everyone
finally
else.
said her name right.
Did I?
Yeah. Finally said it right.
I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to say her name right. Because why?
So mean.
Who's the caller? Seymour? Hello?
You don't know if you would like me if you met me in person.
Oh.
Is that what you said, my brother? Happy New Year. Hey, Peter.
She got her.
I don't think I like you either, sir.
God, she just coming hard.
That's them prayer warriors, boy. Them prayer warriors.
Hard. Went to Hawaii. Got her.
Started off with this foolishness, really?
Got
what we
her.
doing?
Went to Hawaii. Got her tan on and all that.
I did. I am toasty.
Yeah. Now she got a little attitude. Thinks she a real black girl.
I am.
Now you must be.
Praise the Lord.
How you doing, Seymour?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. Did you have a good time out here?
I only spent a short period of time, and I'm definitely looking forward to coming back. It's beautiful.
For what?
Well, good.
You all could have any depression out there with all those views and places you can hike. It's amazing.
Yeah, you can get killed up there hiking so many different places. You got to watch it. But so you were in Culver City. I heard you were there hiking.
Yes. Is it the Baldwin Hills Scenic Overlook?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think those stairs are made by giants because they're huge. And then I went out to Palos Verdes and we did like a little rock climbing and went up in the cave.
Oh wow.
It's amazing. It's beautiful.
Now, who are you out here visiting?
Friends. I have family that I didn't get to see either. So, like, I came out, and I was there for 2 days before we went to Hawaii. And then when I flew back, I was there for 2 days before I came back to Texas.
Now, what
so
kind?
it was just really a short period of time.
Now, women use the word friends it's amazing how you guys get away with that work.
Well, here's my question. Did you do a triathlon while you were in Hawaii?
No, I did not, but I did do a race on January 1st here in Houston in 32-degree weather.
Excuse me, honey.
Really?
I didn't mean to make you upset.
Now, when you say friends, now are these male or female friends?
Female.
Lois.
Female.
No, I was just wondering because women
Why are
get.
you wondering?
Because men can't say. We say my boys. We let you know. I was hanging out with my boys. We don't say, hey, I was out here and hung out with my friends. Because if a male says friends, we know it was a girl.
You sure?
Oh, no. Female.
He's just mad because you didn't contact him.
No.
And I'm
Why your
glad you
voice so
said
high?
that, Peter. Let me just say, he put a post up that he was doing the show on Thursday. I commented, hey, how much of the tickets? He never responded. And I tried to call him via Facebook and did not get an answer because I was going to try to come to the show because I wanted to see a comedy show while I was there.
Wow.
But I left on New Year's Eve. Because I also reached out to Camille because she did a show. Oh, I shouldn't have said that name, huh, Peter? My bad.
Yeah.
Anyway, she had a show on the 31st, but I was leaving on the 31st. So I wanted to see a comedy show before I left.
This would have never happened on The View.
Hey, say Kamir's name again.
Oh, hilarious.
Camille. Don't take your truck, Peter. I'm sorry, that's not funny.
Happy New Year to you, too.
But Happy New Year, and so you know what, Lou, we'll make sure that we never meet so you can just like me via Facebook and I can do the same.
No, that's cold. No, Seymour, I look forward to meeting you, and I'm
I
sorry.
heard you were 5'5". I heard you were a little shorter doo-wop.
That's who's a short guy that thinks he's tall in comedy.
I'm not going to say who said that, but somebody said you were 5'5".
Well, they're wrong. I am not 5'5". So
Why are you sitting up?
Because I'm sitting up, but I'm not 5'5".
Are you going to be tall today?
Insult, yeah. It's an insult. I'm not 5'5". All right, Seymour, be careful and stay in shape.
Insult.
All right. That's
Happy
funny.
New Year.
Happy
Bye-bye.
New Year.
Happy New Year.
Seymour.
And Apollo Legend.
She's funny. She had attitude.
Yeah.
She's a tough lady. I like her. She all right. She's all right. She all right. She funny. I don't know.
That's your girl.
That's my radio girl.
How come you didn't respond to her Facebook post?
Oh.
I go on it, I posted it, and then I don't go back on it I'm not a heavy Facebook person. I went back on it that evening.
But you sure know what everybody's doing in their lives.
Because they repeat it. They post it. Yeah, it's only certain people I know. Seymour, Aaron Gladman, who else? My sister, because she posts about her husband all the time. I told her if she posts one more thing, I'm going to come marry him.
How long they been?
I mean, he's just, he's
How
just
long
the greatest
have they
guy.
been married?
About a year and a half or so.
How long you been wanting them? Same amount of time.
That's funny. My dad posted something the other day on Twitter, and I was like, oh, stop it. It was
Senior.
too much.
Yeah, what did he?
I don't know what he was trying about Trump.
Understand.
I couldn't understand it. Okay, so you know what I'm talking about.
Bless
He
his
didn't
heart.
make any sense. And I read it a couple times. I was like, okay, Dad, stop. Just yeah. It was about Trump. And then I was like, oh, Lord, he don't know what he's saying about Trump.
He's throwing them off.
Oh, my God. He was. So you read that?
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what he was.
Hey, listen, we're going to take a break. We'll be back. We only got about 40 minutes left because I have a game today.
Who you playing?
We playing. I have to coach a game.
Okay.
We playing Notre Dame, and
Notre.
and we'll be back. I'm Louis Dix,
TDP.
and we'll be back. That's it.
John Gruden's supposed to go back to the Raiders.
$100 million. 100. We're back. Sorry. We're back. Slow, man, with your headphones on.
Wow.
I'm Louis Dix.
TDP.
And welcome back. What's the name of the show?
In a Man's World. Tighten up your belt.
Hey, where men just sit around, talk, tell the truth, whether it hurts your feelings or not. Get over it. We need to get back into that space.
You think so?
I think so. We've reached a point where we're so sensitive and so emotional, and there's a time for emotions.
Who's leading the charge
as a man? But right now, I mean, I'm looking at these two guys who are supposed to be intellects. What's his name? Umar. What's the guy's name? Poetess.
Dr. Umar Johnson.
And who was the person that just yelled out like? I'm just kidding. That's our friend.
Sheena's here.
Sheena.
Oh, what?
Oh,
who approves that?
Look what
I got no email.
So who was it, Sheena?
He just wants to hear her voice.
Who was it, Sheena?
Dr. Umar Johnson.
And who else?
Feels small.
And who was the other guy? She sounds so intelligent.
It's just a sound.
Tariq, not
Tariq.
she.
So they're back there eating and
That's what women do.
yeah, being friends. How long have you guys been friends?
Since 1992.
That's a long time.
You ever stole on her?
No,
Have you ever fallen out of friendship?
never.
Never. Have
You ever took her man?
That's where I was going.
No.
You
We have
want to?
different taste in men, thank goodness.
Have you ever shared clothes?
Yeah.
Keep going, Louis.
Have you ever shoes? Different size feet?
No, we don't wear the same size shit.
Have you ever laughed at each other?
Yep.
Is certain things you guys share secrets that no one else knows about?
Yeah.
Get in there, Louis.
I'm just. You think you would ever share those secrets about one another? You going to the grave with those?
Yeah.
Let's share one.
Yeah, give us one.
No.
Have you ever surprised one another with something you thought that she would? I never thought she'd do.
Sheena?
No. Nothing. She's never done anything
So
outside of
if
a character.
someone came to one of you and said something about the other, you would know if it was true or not.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And you know if that person was, in my new word, throwing shade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get in
If
there, Louis.
one was in a fight, would the other one jump in and help?
Yeah, I would. I don't know about Sheena.
Oh, this is where the relationship sours.
Sheena's never had a fight in her life.
You've never had a
Snitch.
fight in your life?
No, I've never had a fight in my life.
Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in San Bernardino.
Oh, yeah, okay, I could see that. I could see that. I could see that. I could see that.
No.
Yeah.
San Bernardino. She actually said that. I wouldn't. My God, you get raised in San Bernardino?
What's wrong with San Bernardino?
People don't get in fights, evidently. I guess it's a
that's
great
good
place.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Have you ever seen a fight?
Yes, I have seen fights.
It made you cry.
No,
I can't believe they're fighting. They need to move to San Bernardino. All right. Okay.
Anyway, so you were back to Umar and
Yeah, I understand that I've been reading on Facebook how these guys are beefing and they don't like one another, and one's good. I just don't understand where.
I was listening to this guy I just discovered. I guess he's been around. He's an elder, Dr. Phil, not the white Dr. Phil, but he was just saying how the elders would have never, first of all, claimed. Self-proclaimed royalty, such as calling themselves prince, king, whatever, and how they wouldn't be calling each other motherfuckers and all this bad, vulgar language to each other, that the elders just didn't handle disagreements like that.
No, that's a good word. That we're not as men handling disagreements in a manly way.
How do you handle yours?
I talk in Chris from Connecticut's tone. Hey, why are we really doing? No,
Soft tone.
no. I'm one who will utter the truth. I've gotten better at it, but I will make sure you can hear me if I'm saying. I'm not going to talk behind your back. I've done that a couple times, and it came back to bite me. So I stopped doing that. I just say it in front of you if I feel a certain way about you. I've been pretty consistent with that, but. I think we're making a lot of things more important than the things that we should make important. Like, it's guys who will make another man important more than his son or his family, or relatives. You got to clean in-house first.
Okay.
Before you start, going after another man, because you don't know his journey. Mm-hmm. You don't know what challenges he had, and you don't know if you can handle what he had to handle. Mm-hmm. That's first and foremost. We used to have a underlying respect for one another, and now it's just so disrespectful. Like, that's the norm now, is to disrespect another man until he reaches the point where he just puts his hands on you.
Right.
Then all that woofing goes out of. You see that on the videos all day long where somebody
jazz hands.
Yeah, yeah. The video all day long where you see people sell wolf tickets till they start. Like, there's a video out where a young guy put his hands on my man's daughter. You know that video? If we could pull that video up, and they were in the mall. So, and the dad said, "You put my hands on my daughter? You put your hands on my daughter?" And my man just hit him 3 times. Mm-hmm. And the kid he was hitting, his friends was going to step in. My man said, "You better get away before I put my hands on you." And then this white dude stepped in, and somebody on the video said, white people always stepping in stuff that ain't their business.
Did you find that video?
And
first of all,
just the fact that this man it seemed like the daughter had just told him this boy had put his hands on him. Mm-hmm. And my man was just, "You put my hands on my daughter? You put your hands on my daughter? You put your hands on my daughter?" That's all he was saying, and tagging him.
I want to share a video as well.
What video?
54-year-old man fights teenager in the subway.
I saw that one. And he has a sweatsuit on?
I think so.
And my man was like, "Old head." It said, "Don't mess with some old head." And it was in New York subway, I think.
I think it was in Houston.
But I
want to see that video. I don't know if it's the same one, but
the disrespect and it's
that's what we're talking about, is the disrespect.
I think a lot of it has to do with us as older men, because we're allowing these young boys to see things that our fathers and them didn't let. It was a age appropriate thing when you saw something and you were educated by it. I think the lack of education, we're not educating these young boys on how to act, how to respect one another, because we're not doing it. You see older guys doing stuff that you like, man, you acting like a teenager. You're not acting like a man.
But it's just different circumstances inside their coming up, There's different things that's associated with it, pills and all kind of.
Yeah, and it's definitely a mental thing, because the mental strength that men used to have, it's definitely watered down.
Right.
And we can't, it's a lot of things we just can't handle as men that we used to be able to handle. One is keeping our mouth shut. We snitch like I don't know what.
Well, you do.
Yeah, I snitch for a different reason.
To benefit you.
All day long.
Right.
So, but yeah, so 2018, we have to step our game up as men. We have to talk. We have to talk softer to our women.
Was the old man a white old man? 'Cause I'm trying.
No, this is a black man. So
Peter,
just
he was black.
Black, yeah.
Yeah, he was black.
54-year-old man.
Mine was black. Beats for putting his hands on his daughter. Black guy beats the boy up for putting his hands on his daughter. And I think we have to adapt Chris from Connecticut's tone more when we deal with women, and especially our daughters, so they won't develop or keep anticipating being attacked when you're just trying to explain something to them. And tone is so important. I think that would be the word I would focus on going into 2018 is our tone.
I hear you, but I mean, the tone will change at some particular times.
Well, you have to meet the ignorance with ignorance. I mean, you have to, it's like they say, if someone's
fight fire with fire.
Sometimes you got to put it out. Can't let it go on. I mean, just that's what you see. I don't believe this little boy would ever put his hands on a girl again after what he received from this dad. And I have to admit, it's become my favorite video because I have a daughter.
I got to find it. I don't know the title. If anybody out there listening knows the title of the video that Lou's talking about, put it in the chat room. I found yours, though, Teeter. Hold on.
Okay, well, I guess his is important.
Stupid. That's what you are. Stupid.
Hilarious.
What are you on your phone with?
I'm trying to look up the video.
You should have did that before the show started. Was it professionalism?
Hilarious. I didn't realize I was going to talk
You're in
about
the universe set right here. You don't even keep it up with the universe. Sponsored by Matt Lauer. It's disgusting. I'm going to make arrangements. So can we play mine now? Yeah. Watch your tone.
See, she's loading it.
Same thing she said.
So go back to your conversation, Lou.
Wow, I pull up it's a bunch of videos with dads tagging them, little boys. Well, first, before I go any further, you haven't been here. How was your? You guys did a second season. Congratulations!
Thank you.
Of Jamie, that new show,
Beat Shazam.
Beat Shazam, and
Fox
TDP
Television.
was the host producer. It was a nice shot on the Twitter. So, did you have fun?
It was work.
Okay. Now, my understanding is you're the only black person in the booth.
Hilarious. That is correct. I keep shit going. Shit right.
Do you feel comfortable there?
Of course I feel comfortable. My talent's...
Okay, and that's because you're talented.
Right.
I guess you do. You only become uncomfortable when you don't have talent.
Right.
I guess that's why Jeff always feels uncomfortable. No, I'm just kidding. That's a
Well,
shot.
shout out to Jeff Appleoff and Mark Burnett.
I'm joking, Jeff. I'm joking.
Producers of the show. It's just a great fit. You know, it was different components that changed from the first season, but we went in and did our thing. So you didn't have the whole sexual harassment banner all, you know.
Oh, really?
That was the number one thing for everything working.
Oh, sexual harassment?
Sexual harassment.
All right, here we go. Y'all want to see the video?
Yeah. The fuck is it? You know what?
It's the backdrop. It's the new backdrop.
I know. Get off at the next stop. Let's get on this. Get off at the next stop. That's where I get off at. That's where I get off at. On the next stop. So if you big and bad, get your ass on the bus. Let's go to the next stop.
Yeah, go to
all
the next.
that shit you doing, man. I embarrass you in front of your motherfucking girl. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you some good shit. I'm trying to tell you some good shit. Get on the bus and get off at the next stop. That's what you do. You want to impress her? Get on the bus and go to the next stop.
You getting off the next stop? Oh my God.
I got your ass. I got it.
Ah, go to the next stop. Oh, he was.
It's too much action. What he got?
But her don't got no Joan on him, no nothing.
What's the next stop? Yeah, we do get off. I get off at Brent. Oh, this man. No, this Sunday.
Nigga just put his hands on me, so.
No space.
Oh, no, y'all gotta come on.
Put his hands on me. I don't know.
He in my face, y'all. I ain't doing nothing there, man.
I'm good. I'm good.
I'm gonna
Just come on. Come to 7th Avenue. Come to 7th Avenue.
I ain't saying nothing there.
I'm ready to leak this nigga out. I'm ready. Slim, you won't need to see the ball.
I don't back down from nobody.
You ain't gonna need to see the ball. Fuck that. You pick me up. I'm gonna put your ass to sleep tonight.
I mean,
I'm not going nowhere.
Terrible.
That was the end
It's
of it.
terrible.
All right, well,
we found
started
yours.
at the beginning.
Oh.
I'm just joking. She kills me when she look at it. All right, this was my
That's
video.
hysterical.
My video is better anyway. Just a
Well,
button
she messed mine all the way up.
all
So.
day long. No.
No. Everything happens at the beginning of that video.
Most things happen in the beginning. Oh, this is your video.
Don't play with me.
Damn!
Don't play with me.
Look at his feet. I'm trying to find Earth. Oh, here it is.
Wrong one today.
Huh?
What's up? You ready?
Hey, honey, where y'all
Don't
going?
hit it no more.
You ready to go again? You ready to go again?
Yeah.
Oh!
Okay. I'm going to lay right here to the bus stop.
He don't realize that's what those poles are there for. Hold on.
Come on back down here, young boy.
No, I'm good.
I got something for your ass, too. Come on back down here.
Is my face on?
Not a motherfucking plate.
Jeez.
Dirt, you gotta make me come over here.
He said Mike Tyson was still in jail. Why am I feeling like this?
He leaking.
Oh. We're going the wrong way.
Don't hit him again. Don't hit him again.
Okay, young lady.
Good shape. Good motherfucking shape.
I'm in good motherfucking shape.
See, that's the thing is, that man hit him with about 44 years of dealing with this world. So you figure, he said he's 54, so we'll give him 10 years of happiness. And then after that, he's been dealing with life. And this young boy ain't dealt with no life.
L-I-F-E.
And he hit him. He was releasing his problems on that boy's face.
Hey, man.
You young people gotta, hey, like the man said, man, hey, I'm 54. I'm not the one to play with today.
Right.
And he got his little friends back there egging him on. You ain't seeing none of them jump in.
Nobody popped out.
Ain't nobody jump in and defend him. So that mouth.
Well, the girl did say, "Don't hit him no more, please." So she did ask. He's dead already.
And it's funny because the thing about these videos, whenever
he owe me $2, don't kill him.
Whenever I show code 3, she's like, "Well, you're victim one day and a suspect the next." So she's all.
Somebody in the chat room said Jeff versus his son. I think Jeff Farmer said that.
You gonna call me back? You hear me? I'm a GD.
I found your video.
All right, here we go. Man, that was a hard one. Yours was hard. Mine was hard too, but.
Oh shit! What the fuck is up? Hit my daughter, nigga! Oh!
See, play that one more time. You see the white guy get in the way. White people just can't see.
Oh shit! What the fuck is up? Hit my daughter, nigga! Oh!
See, whatever was in the bag, it was important to him because he held on to the bag. But
the white guy come up.
Yeah, hey,
pedophiles are protected here, sir.
My man say, hey,
mess with me.
And he answered the person's question. What'd he do? You mess with my daughter? You just, every dad of a daughter can. I'm sorry. I haven't.
Have you ever came that close to whooping somebody?
Yes. You touch my daughter? Hilarious. You put your hands on my daughter? That my queen? No. Just
why your voice so high?
No, you just don't. Anybody, female that I love, no. You just don't do that. And it seemed fresh for him. Like he just found out.
If you say that at the mall, you hear that, you're like, oh, yeah, whoop his ass.
Right.
Like, no question.
Yeah. You know? What do you do? What did he do? And I love our people because people will ask those questions. What did he do?
What did he do?
Somebody in the chat room said he felt every piece of that sale.
That was.
We got these hands for sale.
Yeah. I mean, Code 3 is not one to one that she won't laugh at.
Somebody in the chat room said, "What did his daughter do?" Why is that always the question?
That ain't got nothing to do with you putting your hands on my daughter. I don't care. For you people in the chat room, it ain't got nothing to do with that. You put your hands on a woman, you deserve to get it. Right. I'm sorry.
Facts.
I'm sorry. It ain't nothing to do about what his daughter do. That punk ain't got no business putting his hands on my baby girl.
All right.
Hello, caller.
God is good.
Shalom.
What up, homie?
Let the First Baptist Church of New Zion say amen in this motherfucker.
Hubbard.
I'm glad you safe and on this side of January. Hey, homie. Glad you made it.
Hey, tell Magic Johnson for $500,000 he can get all his sins plus HIV smelled away by Louis Dick's Our Holy Savior in this motherfucker.
You're funny, man. How did Christmas
that is
and
rude.
New Year's come out for you? How was the kids' Christmas?
Yo, first of all, fuck all that. This is why I be telling them niggas, all these young niggas I be telling around my way, y'all niggas be wearing them skinny-ass jeans with your little cute-ass booty cheeks hanging out there. And you need to stop all that shit. Because a nigga like me from the 90s will knock your ass the fuck out, nigga, because you can't fight in them motherfucking skinnies, nigga.
That's true.
You know what I mean? you gonna get rolled over, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
That's
you
true.
Motherfucker, you ain't got no hip flexibility, nigga. How you gonna move your hip when you fight? See, look, real niggas know when you fight, nigga, you got to spread your motherfucking legs, nigga. You know what I mean? You got to get that power from the hip and your thighs and shit. You skinny nigga, man, your motherfucking skinny ass pants, nigga. You can't spread your hips, you can't rotate, nigga. Your feet ain't spread out far enough. You're horrible, nigga.
You're horrible.
Oh man, how's the road?
Man, it's all good, man. Hey, man, look, man. I was always wondering why every time I came over there, Peyton was always putting some of your objects outside the door. You know what I mean? Now I see why, because you like to leave shit in rooms and shit, so you have a reason to knock on doors and be nosy, nigga.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Like, nigga got keys in every room in the house.
No, he just...
Let me and Peyton live, nigga. We trying to do our thing, nigga.
Hey, man, hey, you're right. I'm nosy like that.
Who locked this cabinet after me?
I'm nosy like that. I'll go through your stuff.
Nigga got one vehicle, but motherfucking 25 cents a key.
Yeah, you're right. Hey, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, when that dude said he knocked on the door 3 times, then went in. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Code 3, if you listening, you need to check your house, because Lou Dick's got some keys around your shit hidden somewhere.
Yeah.
No,
you know what I mean?
No. Code 3 is good, man. She's good.
How do we know?
She know I'm honest. I don't. You know.
Well, we gonna find out.
I was surprised y'all niggas still on here. I thought Paul was gonna cancel y'all niggas for the new year. She like, shit, nigga, I done upgraded my set, nigga. I don't need these bum ass niggas no more. I got new walls, nigga. I got a spaceship wall.
Right, we in the universe now.
Well, hey man, look, man, y'all need to do a video like every week, man, because Lou don't be talking about shit for like 45 minutes of the show. Y'all niggas just put a video up and motherfucker let the chat room put in work. Let TDP do that commentary shit. You know what I mean?
Did you just say I don't talk about nothing for 45 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, nigga. You'll be struggling. Lou be like,
you've been audited.
Lou like, well, I saw a plastic bag blowing in the wind.
It's called talent. All right, I'm going to take this as positive criticism that next week I'll come with a stronger outline to know exactly some different topics.
I told you that before the show even started.
My fault. That will be a part of my New Year's resolution too.
This Friday. It's over.
It's a new year. We need a new format. You know what I'm saying? Same nigga shit. Same nose size, but new format.
You know what? This dude.
What?
I don't appreciate.
Yeah, what?
You're right. I'm gonna give it to you. You're right.
Oh, you gonna give it to him? Oh wow.
No,
Let me move over.
No, he's right.
Wait a minute.
You're right. I'm gonna.
You go what? Make you love somebody else?
Me, nigga.
Because when he said you don't talk about something for 45 minutes, she shook her head. Yes.
Why you putting her on blast?
She was like, "Yeah, you don't talk about nothing."
See? Man, why you gonna stitch? Why you gonna stitch, man? Now you just said we supposed
she was saying what?
Talk to women. We supposed to talk to women like the motherfucking ghost whisperer and shit. Now you over here snitching on them.
I promise you, I was not nodding in agreement. I was distracted by something online. I wasn't paying attention to what you were saying. I wasn't.
Well, that hurts even more. That hurts even more.
Now back to my banana bread.
Yeah.
Hey, wait a minute, man. That sounds like the voice of an angel right there.
Well,
she's got on the curve. She's got secrets.
Really, Lord?
POTUS won't tell us.
Really?
Let me know, man. Let me know. I'm like, hey, can thou anoint me with those oils on thy scepter?
This boy said scepter.
Full steam ahead.
There, lady. I don't know who you are, lady, but you sound like you look good at nighttime, baby. What's happening?
Nah.
No, she look good in nighttime, daytime. She all right. And she's honest.
Yeah.
She'll check you for sure. She'll let you know.
And look, in 2018, man, you know what I'm saying, my standards is going down because there's so many transsexuals out here. I don't even give a fuck no more.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
And when I was 25, 26, I wouldn't fuck with girls because, you know, their hands was too rough and shit. You know what I mean?
Right. Good point.
Now, me getting older and shit, you know what I'm saying? There's so much motherfucking, you know, he, she, motherfucking them, they, motherfucking pansexual, A, and all this shit, LGBT, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3 communities and shit. I don't know what the fuck is going on. If you're a woman and you got a clitoris and you can have babies potentially, I will fuck with you. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck about with your pants size or your dress size. I will pull the penis out and bless thee. You know what I'm
wow.
Okay, now it's from
Poetess wants
from
some.
scepter to penis. Well, we appreciate that visual. Hey, be safe in that snow and that bad weather, okay?
Yo, Lou, there ain't no motherfucking snow down here. It's just a little windy, man. We chilling out here, man. You already know it could be motherfucking 25 below zero in Atlanta. The girls gonna come out here with the skin-tight outfits and no panties on because they need attention and love. You know what I'm saying? And I will be there to, you know what I'm saying, sneak grab their ass cheeks and pretend like I'm just trying to walk past. You know what I mean?
Oh, wow.
All right.
That's a technique.
So, thank you for that nasty picture.
Thank you very much, Lou. All right, TDP, man. I'll let you, man.
Wait. We ain't got no New Year's businesses to look forward to. Businesses with Lewis. You have nothing for Lewis?
You sound like Jeff.
No new ventures for
So
Nosy Entertainment?
Yeah, what's up with the record label?
Yo, first of all, man, I'm still working with Lou, man. I'm trying to get this nigga to trust me, man.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
got you.
I'm trying to get him to open up his heart chakras to a nigga. You know what I mean? Lou, can you open up to me, Lou? In the new year, can you open up to me, man?
I'm going to hang up on you now, and I'm going to wish you the best.
Open up your love to me, Lou.
Let
me inside of you.
I'll see you next time. Bye. I'm going to work on that 45 minutes.
He's going to hit you in your DM.
Whatever that is. Later. All right. This dude.
Willie Sweetwalker Joe.
I like him a lot.
Apollo legend.
I didn't appreciate saying 45
We do have
minutes.
a meme.
From who? Aaron Gladman?
From Chuck Farmer.
All right.
Chuck!
Seymour in Hawaii.
Now that dolphin.
Riding the bottlenose dolphin.
That dolphin.
That's funny.
Has class.
That's funny. That's funny.
Dolphin has class.
Chuck Farmer. All right. That's funny.
Bottlenose dolphin.
Chuck Farmer. I hope you're well.
I wasn't expecting that today.
Chuck Farmer. Father's being involved. He comes with
He's
some
a
good
mean
t-shirts.
king. He's a
some
mean
great
king.
t-shirts. In a Man's World. What's the name of the show?
In a Man's World.
In
Tighten
a
up your
Man's
belts.
World. That's right. 323-293-3375 is the number. We appreciate everyone in the chat room and then that's called in. It's been an active day. We have about 9 minutes left. And we have POTUS just put her fingers up again. It's a phone caller. Hello.
Yeah, this is Big C from St. Louis.
Big C?
Yes, from St. Louis.
Hey, what's up, Big C?
Big
How
C
you
from
doing?
St. Louis.
St. Louis. You said
Better
that.
than I deserve. How you guys doing?
Good, man. How are you?
Yourself, Chief?
Happy New Year.
You too, man. Back at you.
How many times we going to do this?
How's the family?
How you know I got a family, Lou?
Well, you know what? Figuring you got a mom and dad. I'm just going with that. Some people that you love. How are the ones that you love?
We good.
Good.
That's last. Hey, but listen, on a serious note, I really enjoy you guys' show. I've been watching and listening for the last 2 or 3 months, and it's really a good stress relief.
Well, that's not why we do it, but thank you. No, I'm just kidding. See, every time I try to be...
Another joke that was dead on, Lou.
C from St. Louis. And Apollo legend.
You try, you fail.
I mean, how many times you going to shoot yourself in the head?
Oh, my God, man. So, all right. I mean, we just met.
TDP, that's at least the 5th time, so... Can't beat that dead horse again. But anyway, nevertheless,
Nevertheless.
All right. He's just coming hard.
Nevertheless, Lewis.
All right, see.
No, I'm looking at cookie sauce. What do you?
All right, see. What's up?
Nothing much, brother. I just wanted to call and let you guys know that I enjoy your show.
Now, all right, hold up, see. Now, you know, normally this is a small family. We got about 17 listeners now. So you're are you married?
Yeah, I'm married.
All right, and you have children?
Yeah.
There you go.
What kind?
Hey, what kind of kids?
I always love that line.
Yeah, what do you have?
Say what kind of kids?
Yeah, well, no, what do you have, boy or girl?
I have boy and girl twins.
Oh, twins.
wow.
Oh, how old are they?
They just turned 17 last month.
Oh, so you've been putting work in. How long you been married?
Too long.
Good for you. See, that's what I'm saying.
Too long.
And the only reason I ask these questions is because a man that's raised twins, 17,
that's a vet.
Put in work with marriage. No wonder you funny and you get to say what you want to say because you've earned it.
Too long.
And
I've earned it. I've earned it, no doubt. You know, I've been married 24 years.
Well, that's nice. some work. Yeah. That's some work. Now,
all in St. Louis?
Yeah, I got a wife in St. Louis and a wife in Boston, but no.
Home and away games.
right. But no, all in St. Louis. We met in college.
Nice.
And we actually are both from St. Louis, but we met in college, and when we met, we didn't know we were both from St. Louis, and just kicked it off, man, and 24 years later,
now,
twins.
What's your profession? What do you do for a living?
What you hiring?
No, I mean, the reason I'm asking is because I'm all these naysayers out there. I'm just painting a picture of a strong brother,
right.
Who's put in work.
You're a unicorn.
Yeah, you are who we all should strive to be.
Right.
Even with all your flaws and whatever people say about you, the main thing is you put in work.
Lou, how you know I'm flawed?
Oh, you flawed. You put in. Hey, all of us are flawed. What I'm saying is that. But I'm saying you might be flawed in the sense that your feet might smell. That might be the only thing. But the fact that you've loved 3 people consistently and been a leader is important.
For too long.
Yeah, that's to us. That's why we did this show to honor men like you. On the serious tip,
correct.
Lou, listen, damn all that. What was the question?
See, only a real man to say all that. Man, I don't need all that. I know what I'm doing.
Right.
See, that's what I'm saying. You don't. I just much respect. See, on the serious tip, all right, let me say. Here's a question I want to ask.
What was your question? What was your original question?
Damn, I forgot.
Really, Louis? A loser.
I think.
Let's talk, man. The other guy doesn't seem to have it.
You're absolutely right.
No, actually, the question.
No,
I don't
the
think.
reason why
I don't think I asked the question.
St. Louis, you said 24 years in St. Louis. That's just a place that he's been doing it, and we knew nothing about that.
Right. I didn't have a question per se. I was getting to a question. I was making a statement. The question I was getting to was, how have you been? What are some of the things that you've done to maintain
keys to
that?
life.
Yeah, to just stay in that lane.
You know what? Because I know what lane to stay in. I don't. I rarely. Here's my key, right? Here's my key. I rarely get out of my lane, and when I do get out of my lane, I'm always reminded that I need to stay in my lane. Because when I get out of my lane, that's when I get into trouble.
Right.
Now, who reminds you? You, or is that something that you've worked on?
Well, yeah, it's a work in progress because of the dumb shit that I do when I get out of my lane.
Okay.
Okay. It's all right. Now, what makes you happiest? I mean, how do you balance that? Because, like, some people would say, damn, man, 24 years, 3 kids, man, where's your happiness?
My happiness when I can provide for my family and make sure that everybody is healthy, safe, and I work in education, so making sure that I'm doing things for my community. So
there you go. Well, see, you've made my day on the serious tip. That makes me get up and just be better. knowing that there's some men out there grinding and just doing the right thing.
For too long.
Yes, for too long. Hey, man, continue to listen to us, and please call again. And much respect to your family.
Hey, no doubt, man. I appreciate you guys, man. And again, it's a blessing listening to you all.
All right, didn't appreciate you cracking on me not being funny, but
it was some truth. Stop telling those stale-ass jokes that make you appreciate it better.
That's St. Louis. That's St. Louis. The Torrey brothers, Joe Torrey and Guy Torrey's family, back there. They from St.
I went to school with Guy Torrey.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's some talented brothers.
My jokes.
Oh, hilarious.
Okay.
Hilarious.
We got an exclusive.
When we see him, we're going to tell him. C said you stole all his jokes.
Yeah, I believe it.
Hopefully he'll have his teeth in and he'll be able to smile when you tell him.
Oh, wow. Wow. You're so rude.
That's cold. That's city right there. All right, man, be safe.
Yes, sir.
TDP, you know that shit's true, though. That's why you say I'm rude.
Yeah, well, you're hitting the marks.
Right.
All right, bro.
Right.
There you go. Now, see, that's a show. That's
of a Formula One race car driver.
That's a brother.
Yeah.
See, I mean, 24 years of marriage, twins, 17, boy and a girl.
Yeah.
Just you could feel and hear the strength in his voice, his consistency.
Right.
He knows himself. He's like when I get out my lane, I do stupid stuff, and then he gets back in. So, I mean, I can only straight up respect that. And that's what we're trying to tell you guys out there, you young boys.
No, not tell him. Listen to the fact that he said once he gets out of his lane, I'm a problem.
Right.
So when do you know when you're out your lane and you're a problem? When do you know that?
I guess he got people around who trust him.
No, I'm saying when do you know that?
Me?
When is it like, shit, I'm too far out? When does that happen?
Hey, that happens a lot. I got to think about that. Hey, last caller. Hello? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm calling in to holler at TDP. Infidel!
St. Fox.
What's up, baby? What's up? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you, too.
Hey, man, I don't want to take up no more time. I just want to say hello to everybody. What's up, Lou?
Hey, what's up, Lou?
Y'all have a good time. And, yeah, I don't want to get into nothing. I don't want you telling on me.
Hilarious.
Nobody going to tell you. Good look. Hey, Happy New Year and all that, man. Have a good one.
All right.
Kill it.
Y'all have a beautiful.
All right. Now, who was that? Is that your
St.
friend?
Fox, good friend. He puts on parties and situations. And a party I went to one time, he was having it at his studio. It was one of the Bone Thugs and Harmony dudes was there, and Lil Mo was there. So, and I see the Bone Thugs, I'm like, oh, shit, come back. I love you. You know what I mean? Going in and see, and then Lil Mo, they in there partying and everything. So he's like, hey, you want something to drink? I said, why would I want something to drink at a party like this? Infidel!
It's nothing like strong brothers, and we're going to get stronger and stay stronger
every day.
Thank you to everyone who called in, and again, the man of the show today is C. 24 years,
marriage,
2 kids. So he's the one 17. That we want to emulate. Excuse me, and get better. You guys got to, if you can, you young boys, even old heads, find a man like that and just listen to him.
But when can somebody take or find the courage to say, I'm going to keep going and when I'm knowing it's too long? You know what I mean? That's the ultimate fight.
Well, that's why he's a man.
It's the ultimate fight.
See, that's why that's why his wife and kids look at him because they know he's going out and grinding and the fact that he's in education, which means he knows how important. So that means his baby's going to be educated. And he keeps educating himself to be better.
But with technology being the way it is the old standard of learning obsolete now?
No, because it's one thing that they can't take from us is our visual. You still see. Right. You still see love. You still see work. You still see disappointment. So in those 17 years and those 24 years, his wife and kids, they had a visual of a man. Right. And that's what we have to get better at consistently is seeing and paying attention, respecting what we see. Mm-hmm. And if you see your father or your mother or your kids get up every day and put in work, you need to respect that because everybody can't do that. Some people jump off. Some people don't want to do that. So much respect to C. Thank you. Thank you, Poetess.
For what?
Thank you to people in the chat room. Willy Wonka, Chris from Connecticut, your boy Infidel. Is that his name?
Fox.
St. Fox.
Anthony.
Jeff Arnold, keep grinding. We'll see you next week. Thanks, guys. Well.
Peace.